Mr. Speaker, the aftershocks of the Egyptian revolution are being felt throughout the Middle East. The hunger for freedom has gone viral and re-energized the movement for freedom in that country of Iran. No country in that region presents more of a threat to the national security of the United States, to Israel, and the world than the tyrant from the desert and his regime in Iran, Ahmadinejad. Ahmadinejad says that his first nuclear missile will be sent to Tel Aviv, Israel. He hates the United States, he hates Israel, and he has been determined to destroy both of us. We must believe his words are more than just rhetoric. For decades, the regime has managed to quash, but not eliminate, a vibrant opposition movement. In 2009, that frustration erupted for the whole world to see. Thousands of people, mainly young people, marched defiantly in the streets, protesting the fraudulent election of Ahmadinejad. The little tyrant is a rogue president and an illegitimate president, and the response from the regime was brutal. Police on motorbikes ran over protesters, fired tear gas, beat them with batons, tortured them, shot them, and over 100 protesters were murdered in the 2 weeks that followed the election. But to the surprise of the world and the little tyrant from the desert, the flame of freedom was not quashed in Iran. During that fight for self-determination, our administration was somewhat passive, believing we could work with that tyrant. But Ahmadinejad does not want peace. He's already declared war on his own people and wants war with the West. In Iran, there is no freedom of expression, of association, no freedom from arrest, detention, or torture, and women are denied basic human rights. But there's a remarkable thing, Mr. Speaker, about repression. The more a tyrant tries to hold on to power by cracking down on the people, the faster he loses grip on that society. So inspired by the events in Egypt, tens of thousands of young people once again took to the streets in Iran on Monday to protest the rogue government. But the dictator's fighting back, and he will continue to do so. But the protesters want freedom in their country. Communication has been cut. However, we are seeing communication from Iran through videos and YouTube and tweets from those Iranian people. The judiciary in Iran has already arrested 1,500 people. 2 nonviolent protesters have been murdered, and the rogue parliament, along with the henchman Ahmadinejad, has called for the hanging of corrupt opposition leaders. But the people of Iran still continue to protest. The Iranian people, the Iranian resistance movement, is here to stay, whether Ahmadinejad likes it or not. And they deserve the same chance as every other freedom-loving people to rule their own country. The Iranians are freedom-loving people, and they deserve that basic human right that all peoples have of self-determination. And today I support the Iranians in Iran to take over their own country, to remove the dictator that is oppressing them. This fight will be difficult, but we hear the cries of the Iranian people, and those of us in Congress that support them. We are not going away any more than the Iranian people are going away, because they have the basic right of self-determination in their country. And that's just the way it is. I yield back.